Hello everyone out there. This is an instructional video on how to remove the LCD digitizer from the glass. I had a lot of hard time figuring out how to do this. I saw videos where guys would take a razor blade and break off the glass piece by piece. I tried that. I ruined a digitizer. I was really upset. I seen videos where the professionals, they have the hot plate and they heat it up and they take the string and they pull it through. And obviously that's a great way to do it if you have a hot plate. This is something that I figured out to do. This is kind of like a do-it-yourself with stuff that you have around the house. So I have this huge seat clamp that I'm using. Obviously you can say this is a very do-it-yourself setup. If you don't have the stuff that I have here, I recommend just using what you have. You know what I mean? This is, get it done, figure it out on your own without spending a whole lot of money. Like I said, I have a C-clamp here. If you don't have one, the main thing is just figure out how to hold it down without holding it with your hands, because this is going to get warm. I have just a regular hair dryer. This one happens to be a 2-speed, a high and a low. The first time I did this, the low wasn't quite enough. I had a hard time. Oh, and I'm going to use a string, which I forgot to mention. And I did this up about 5. There's 5. It's just regular cotton string, again, stuff I had around the house. And I'm gonna heat it up and I'm gonna pull it through. When I had it on the low setting, it was really slow going and I was breaking the string. And then so I decided to kick it up on high and it worked a lot better. Again, in between the glass and my C-clamp, I got a piece of rubber that I got from one of these bungee cords. It's an old one I had just laying around the house. I just cut a piece off just so it wasn't steel on glass. Again, if you're taking on this task, this is it's pretty involved. Once you finally get it off without breaking it, the work has just begun. You got all kinds of glue you got to get off, and that's it's a big hassle. But again, if you're like me and you have more time than money, you're gonna do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna pause video. I'm gonna run this for about 5 minutes, let it get nice and warm, and then I'm gonna try to take it off. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this thing's been running for about 5 minutes. It's getting pretty warm. So I'm gonna take my string. I'm gonna put it in here. And I'm too close. My hands are getting warm. String broke. Alright, so I'm gonna have to, let me pause. I'm gonna have to make up another string. I think what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna lower this to get it a little bit warmer. The glue seems to be a little bit thick, so I'm gonna heat it up, try to get a little bit hotter. Lower this down. It's been running for about maybe 5 minutes. And then I got some more string. As you can see, this is a very crude method. And I'm hoping this works. Let's try it again. Hopefully it's warm enough. Okay, so I was having problems with the string, as you saw. So my cameraman Jason suggested I use some fishing string, which I do happen to have around the house. This is the first time I've ever used it. I thought about using it once, but because it was plastic, I thought it would heat up and get soft. But right now, I'm willing to try anything because I really don't like the way the string's working. So we're going to give it another shot with fishing string. Okay, so the other part of the glass, I got Jason working the string, and now I'm working the camera. The keys, the bottom key area, the glass completely broke off, which you saw. There's a bottom piece. That's where the break was in the first place. So we had to reposition the clamp, turn the hair dryer back on, leave it on for about another 10 minutes because it really wasn't working. We lost it again. As you can see, this is a difficult process. It takes a long time. I've only done this once before. It took a long time then. Obviously, it's taken a long time now. I think it needs to be hotter. But with this heat, eventually we'll get it. I'm going to go ahead and pause camera, reposition again, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, here we go again. The fishing string seems to be working better than the regular cotton string because it hasn't broke yet. But so far, this hasn't been easy. What I had to do is I had to turn off the hair dryer because it was overheating. I think I got it too close to the digitizer and the whole thing was getting warm and it kept kicking on and off. So I let it cool off. I moved it up, got it further away, and I put some double-sided tape between the glass and the desk. So now it's not moving as much. And it seems to be going, again, this is a very long and slow process. I forgot to mention that. This takes a while, so you just got to be patient. It's more of a sawing action. You don't just take the string or whatever you're using and just yank it through. It's like you're sawing out and removing the glue material little by little. And again, this note is going to take a long time. As you can see, we made a lot of mistakes and a lot of modifications to finally get it, and it seems to be going pretty good now. I mean, this is as fast as you're going to get it. And my hair dryer was kicking off and on. You probably noticed earlier. Poor thing was overheating. But we cooled it off. Seems to be doing okay now. I'm really moving through this pretty quick now. Feels pretty good. And the fishing string, this is the first time I've used it. Working a lot better, a lot stronger than the string. The first time I did it, I must have went through about 5 or 6 different little string assemblies. Just made another one and it just took forever. This is a very long process, you just gotta be patient. And seems to be going pretty good now. We're actually making some way. We're almost there. Okay, hold on. I think I got enough string to finish up. No, I don't. I'm gonna have to get some more string. First time I broke the string, it lasted a lot longer. I'm really happy with that. I just got a fishing string, I should say. We're just about there. Got a new fishing string. I think maybe I was pulling on it a little bit too hard. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I got excited. We're almost there. There we go. Hopefully we'll get through. that's just about it. There it is. Okay, we got the digitizer separated from the glass. Unfortunately, the digitizer was cracked already before we started. You know, there's something I couldn't tell because it was sandwiched in between the LCD and the glass. I actually got the digitizer and the LCD separated, and the LCD is actually okay, but that does me no good because there's no way I can put a new. I mean, this is put together with the ribbon cable, and the ribbon cable doesn't come off. So yeah. Anyhow, we were successful at removing it. That's one way you can do it. Unfortunately, my digitizer was cracked underneath, which I'm very sad about. But anyhow, there you go. You know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I don't know if this is going to help anybody. I don't know. Hopefully it does. Yeah. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, I just wanted to make a final conclusion to the failed attempt. Well, it wasn't a failed attempt at removing it, but a failed attempt at successfully removing it without breaking it. Initially, I said that the digitizer was probably broken before I started, but I don't know that for sure, and that's why I wanted to add a little bit more, do a quick conclusion. I don't know that. Maybe I broke it while I was pulling it off. You know, I don't know. I can't tell for sure. I mean, usually if the digitizer is broken, you know, usually it won't work. This came off of a Galaxy S2 that the LCD and the digitizer worked, and it just had a big crack in the glass, or so, you know, or it could have been a crack in the digitizer. I don't really know. So I just wanted to make mention of that I'm not sure if it was already cracked or if I cracked it while I was taking it off. Not really sure. So I wanted to make sure that anyone who was going to attempt something like this, that hey, it's possible that I broke it doing it like this. And again, I've taken one off before. The first time I tried it, I didn't do it on camera, and I did it successfully. So again, I'm not really sure, but you know, just make sure you know that you could break it. This is a very difficult process. You could break it. This is the second one I broke, and I'm not very happy about it. I'm really upset, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, this is what happens when you don't want to pay the money to get a whole new screen and glass assembly. So whatever. So keep this in mind when you start. It's a slow and difficult process, and it could all end in misery. So anyhow, there it is. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.